Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Movie Social. We're your hosts, Ricky and Steph.
What up, what up, what up?
Today on Movie Social, we're going to be doing a spoiler review of episode 4 for season 2 of Snowpiercer. And now, before we actually get into this review, if you like what we're doing on this channel with the reviews for movies, TV shows, video games, and anime, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel and share the video and channel with your family and friends. And now, let's talk about Miss Aubrey here for a second. Show starts off with her, and it ends basically in a way with her. But that little scene in the night car with her and Mr. Wilford by themselves. To me, it's leading into some stuff that might come down the line, and it's going to question her loyalty, honestly. But it gave us a lot of information this episode about her backstory. Apparently, she was always Mr. Wilford since being a teen, basically. And we see he had her slit her wrist before. Luckily, she didn't suffer the same fate as our fellow from hospitality and somehow lived to tell the tale. But man, things are looking dicey after that episode. What do you think about that part?
So many things went on my mind through that part because again, you had that part where it shows I'm assuming a passive event where she slit her wrist, and it's then when basically they had their quote unquote 5-minute warning or whatever, how he was on the floor like grabbing like a dog eating a lemon, and the way she was feeding him and stuff like that was weird. So it like that whole vibe was weird. They got something weird. They definitely have a weird dynamic for sure.
And you see afterwards, it kind of changed her a little bit, especially when Layton was talking to her. You see he's a little bit reserved towards him after that. It's like Mr. Wilford awoken something that was long sleeping inside of her.
Oh yeah, definitely agree on that aspect there because we did see a change in her character within that hour. Again, very interesting dynamic between those two
there. Definitely. Foreshadowing what's to come. But a lot of other things happened in this episode. They finally launched those balloons. We had a big scare after the balloon reached that, what was it, 3,500 feet or 35,000 feet, one of the two, altitude. I was looking for a moment like our hope was going to be lost because they were not getting the signal back. And then just as Mr. Wilford was about to probably jump up and have cheers, they get a signal, and you can see the disgust on his face with that. So to me, the way he looked says that he's going to try something before this is all over, just to keep control and keep everybody on the train, regardless of if they can live off the train or not.
Oh, no, I agree with you there. I definitely agree with you there. Something else did happen in this episode that I was like, oh, this is a very heart-touching moment. Josie got to see her son.
Oh, yeah.
That was a very touching moment. And they're going to try to do the same skin technique or reviving to her skin like they did the other guy. So that's very interesting. I mean, I wonder what's going to happen when Mr. Wilford finds out, that she really wasn't supposed to be on the train to begin with, or how that story is going to unfold. Something very interesting and looking forward to see going forward.
Oh yeah, but you also had some smaller details going on, especially with the whole supporters of Wilford and the Tellys, in particular the Telly whose fingers were cut off. Them having a little bit of a scuffle and having to be separated. You can see that's going to eventually implode on themselves as well. which was
Mm-hmm.
not looking too good when you're trying to have a united front against Wilford. But you also had some interesting dynamics between some of the characters from Big Alice and uh, the regular normal train here, where some of them thought they were the last of their kind. It turns out, no, I'm the last female. You're the last male now, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have to see, does that change loyalty for what side? Because I mean, that'll be a big plus if it's towards Layton's support versus the Wilford support.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I don't know what Melanie's daughter was thinking, hanging on that crazed little child. But I don't know. That child's got something up her sleeve. I don't know if it's going to try to hurt Melanie or if it's going to be to try and recruit her to help the cause of Wilford. Who knows? But it's definitely interesting to watch because something's definitely up with them.
Yeah, it definitely seems like everyone has an alternative motive this episode, especially this episode.
Yeah. But one final thing that I'm more than sure a lot of people picked up on was Ruth and Layton's situation. Now, yes, Layton's baby mother joins in on all this as well to try and possibly help Ruth, but has her own ulterior motives, possibly. But Ruth thinks Layton doesn't trust her, which he probably doesn't completely. He has probably some reserves, which, in my opinion, I would too, given her overzealousness for Mr. Wilford. But she did say that she's for the train first. And that to me kind of is shaky grounds because what if the train is for Wilford? Then what are you going to do? You going to support Wilford or you going to support Layton?
Yeah, something to definitely keep an eye on as the season progresses for sure.
Definitely. Here's to hoping that everything works out for Layton's group. And hopefully Wilford goes off the train before everything is safe. But man, that'd be a shame. Sean's character can never, ever survive on any show. Big Game of Thrones, this, almost every show I've seen him in, he's always died within the first year he appeared. It's a sad thing. But for those watching at home, what do you guys think of what's going to happen with all of these different events that occurred in episode 4? What is your thoughts on Miss Aubrey here with her relationship with the Wilford? Let us know in the comments below. And until next time.